Hello, NAIFA-Maryland. This is Jennifer Maurer. I'm your executive director, and I'm happy to bring you our April news you can use. This is a quick video newsletter that gives you a snapshot and a quick update of everything you need to know and what's happening with the chapter. We recognize, and we do recognize, the challenges of receiving a lot of email from NAIFA. We are working on it. We truly are. But we do try and find every communication channel that we can use to efficiently and easily get the information in your hands that you need to know. And so I just want to welcome you to our video news. It's a way for me to personalize the chapter and really make sure you know that there is always a real person working for you on your behalf. So without further ado, let's jump right into all the programs that Maryland is doing. And I'm pleased to say they have a huge lineup of events. Coming up this week, today's the 20th. I am recording this. I will be getting on a plane tomorrow and flying to DC to coordinate meetings for both DC and Maryland chapters this week. Maryland is hosting a very, very interesting and incredibly important legislative breakfast meeting. I'm sure we will have some follow-ups for this, but it's titled Economic Reality Check. And what's really going on at the state of Maryland is that it is going broke. The legislature knows that they have, over the next 5 years, starting in January, a deficit that will exceed $3 to $4 billion. And it is going to be a critical year legislatively, not just this year, but next year. So keeping tabs and really being on top of emails that we send on legislative items will be really important, because we're expecting to see tax on services legislation come back. We're expecting to see impacts on increases in fees across the board. There is no industry that is not going to be impacted by this, because there is a large price tag that needs to be paid. And along that line is also the federal challenges that we face federally and on the state level for Medicare, and the challenges we have with those expenses. So we will also be featuring Craig Ritter. He is attending Medicarians right this week and will be flying back and coming on Friday to give us an update and a recap about everything that was talked about at Medicarians event. For those in our health industry, that will be a great input. And so we are featuring not just our legislative lobbyist, the incredible Brett Lininger from Crescent Hammond, but also Michael Hedge will be coming to us from NAIFA National to give a national update. And along that line, I would hope everybody registers also for the National Congressional Conference. This is our premier event. We have over 500 meetings being scheduled. Everyone is coming from 50 different states. And so this is semi-local for you. It's an incredible program that not only brings together members to talk legislation, but we can figure out and get talking points. What's happening in Texas with their Department of Labor independent contractor issue? What's happening in New Jersey with their independent contractor issue? And how is that going to impact me in my state? Is it going to become a trend? Are we going to see more? That and many other topics will be covered at Congressional Conference on May 18th. So you can register here at conference.naifa.org. You can also know that if you've not been there before, there is a travel stipend. So if you've never been to Congressional Conference, you can get a $300 travel stipend. As of today, there's 37 left. And so I would encourage you just to give us a call or an email. You can talk to any staff and say you want to talk to someone about Congressional Conference at registration. So I'm hoping that I'll see you there. If not, rest assured, on May 14th, just before that, we have our next Brews and Bites coming up. This one is particularly popular. We have already a ton of people registered. I guess everyone is either an Irish fan or a Guinness fan. But our Brews and Bites is going to be at the Guinness Open Gate Brewery in Halethorpe. Not being from Maryland, I hope I didn't just butcher that. But it's at 5001 Washington Boulevard. It starts at 4:00. It's total happy hour. Looking forward to seeing all kinds of new faces. We have a lot of new people registering for this. Your registration, this is free. This is all included in your member dues, but we love to have you register simply so we know to look for you. It also helps us at the brewery make sure we secure large enough space to accommodate multiple tables. And if you can't make us there, then come join us on July 16th at 8:30. Our Brews and Bites moves to coffee. And we will be meeting at the Country Club of Maryland in Baltimore. And this will be a coffee meetup. It's starts anywhere from 8:30 to 9, depending on how traffic is. We'll get you out the door, as within an hour or so back onto your day visiting clients. And so these are signature events for us. We just held one in March. It had record attendance. And so we're seeing a huge increase in members coming out again to attend these programs. And so our event webpage, which is what I'm scrolling here, if you go to md.naifa.org, go to our events page, you will find all of these and you can register them, put calendar invites. The next one will be September 17th. We do take a little summer break, and that one will be back at Independent Brewery in Bel Air. It's again, for 3 years running, it's been one of our largest happy hours. So make sure you add a calendar event there for that. And I also want to bring attention a program coming up on May 12th. If you are on the border state of Montgomery County, this program I'm showing here is sponsored by our Greater Washington, D.C. chapter. They have a Women in Finance leadership cohort, exceptional women, female advisors that have put together a spring and fall program. And this particular program features Derry Lynn Freeman. She is she is a NAIFA member and a financial advisor with Prudential. And she has teamed up with Jenny Wolf, who is the founder of a coaching and mentoring company. And they're going to talking about high functioning professionals looking for ways to address stress, to address your operating systems, and aligning with what matters, even when everything is competing for your attention. And I think this program will speak to a lot of advisors, a lot of the entrepreneurial mindset where we think that we can do everything. We're trying to get everything at 100%. And sometimes it just doesn't give. And ultimately, we don't want that to be impactful on our clients. So this is a 2-hour, highly interactive panel discussion. This isn't just your random webinar. It is expected that the folks that attend will be sharing their personal stories, their personal issues, as well as the speakers helping to guide and having a circular conversation. And then lunch is included for this. So if you were interested in wanting to register, there are emails that have gone out, but you can find this particular one at gwdc.naifa.org and just go to their event page. And I hope to see all of you. So, and finally, I would be remiss if I didn't also just bring to everyone's attention the opportunities to join our leadership team at Maryland. We do have one seat on the board open. They're highly competitive. They do require interviews, and we are looking this year, we're starting that process to look to fill that board seat with someone who has a very particular area of expertise in high net worth clients, in long-term care, as well as general financial advising. And so we have an online form. It comes to me. It's private. This basically is just your calling card to say, please reach out to me. I'd like to talk with you more about this. Even if you're not interested in the board, but we have lots of short-term commitments and short-term programs. I'm looking for someone who can give me 1 hour a month or 1 hour a quarter to help with identifying speakers and sessions to just kind of talk with you about, hey, I have this estate planning attorney. I don't know if this would be applicable. Or, hey, I've got this tax annuity program. I'm not sure if it really speaks to our audience, and getting that expert opinion from you and just giving a little bit of time. So if that was something that you can do, let me know. There's more information you can find here on our website. So we've talked about programs. We've talked about events. We've talked about member get-togethers. Just always remember, NAIFA is here for you 24/7. I am based out in Arizona, so you can always reach me after hours. I am always here until about 8 o'clock your time, East Coast time. I would love to connect with you. I would love to talk with members, hearing your stories, hearing your challenges. It allows me to understand what's going on in your neck of the woods and finding solutions for you. Maybe there's a business niche that you'd like to break into. I'm absolutely sure I have a consultant to connect you with. Maybe there's a Artificial intelligence software you have a question about, I have 2 or 3 experts that I can connect you with. These are many of the wonderful benefits that you get as a member. So until then, I am looking forward to seeing many of you this Friday at our economic update legislative breakfast, but also hoping to see you again later in this fall as we plan and we announce our dates for Drive to Success. I almost didn't mention it. We are days away from announcing a date. It'll probably be the end of September, maybe the 1st of October in the Hunt Valley, Columbia County area. And we've got our speakers lined up. We're just getting our location down. So hopefully the May video newsletter will give you a little bit more information about that. So until then, cheers to you. This is coffee, not beer. Yes, I'm a Philly girl. I'm a Yingling beer girl. So if you've got, Yingling swag you don't want, send it my way. Wishing all of you an absolutely wonderful spring. Hope the weather is getting a little bit more tolerable, and look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.